principal sir கேட்டுக்கிறோம் sir. Sir, good afternoon sir. Principal sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, start பண்ணட்டுமா sir?
பண்ணுங்க.
Yes sir, thank you sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to one and all present here. I am very happy to see you all here. We make this evening as one of the valuable one because of this webinar must give the worthy knowledge to all. It's glad welcome we bring you this pleasant time filled with the desire, hopes and dreams we all share. Today I am happy to tell our VHNSNC Nadar College has completed 74 years and now we are celebrating 75th Platinum Jubilee. It is a matter of great honor that our college has completed. It is 74 years with a great success. Everyone in our college has an equal hand behind the success of college because only by working together one gets success. In this COVID pandemic situation, our college, our nation, the entire is forced to face a lot of struggles in the field of academics and conducting the classes through online mode. As a college professors, we have to know that how to overcome this situation and lead the way to survive the people who are suffered. I have hope that this national level webinar must fulfill this. Let's start the webinar. Now, I would like to call upon our college librarian, Dr. G. Amuda Madam, to address welcome address to this webinar. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon to all of you. Respected principal, SF program coordinator, IQC coordinator, our college teachers, library science professionals, scholars and students, a very warm welcome to the national level webinar on creation of academic accounts organized by our Virudhunagar Hindu Nadar Sendikuma Nadar College Library and Internal Quality Assurance Cell. Researcher identity is made up of a number of elements, that is our publication outputs, the citation impact, the academic profile, mention our work in social media, which also make impact in institutional profile also. This criteria enable us to organize this webinar. In this occasion, I thank our college management board for offering permission to organize this webinar. Hole in bubble quotes. There are no secrets to success. It is a result of preparation, hard work and learning from failure. On behalf of organizing committee, I wholeheartedly welcome our resource person, Dr. K. Ramasamy, librarian, M.V. Muthia, Government Arts and Science College for Women, Tindukal, the man of hard work and success, to this webinar. Welcome, sir. Warren Penny's quotes. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. My gracious welcome to our college principal, Dr. P. Sundarabhanan sir, the man of initiative, who motivate us to organize this webinar. Welcome, sir. Thomas Edison quote, the value of an idea lies in the using of it. A hospital welcome to the man of innovative ideas, our college self-financing program coordinator, Dr. R. Palniyappan, controller of examination, associate professor in computer science for this webinar. Welcome, sir. Wellington quotes, a positive attitude will lead to a positive outcomes. A warm welcome to the man of positive attitude, our college IQC coordinator, Dr. T. Kadir Kumar, head Department of Computer Science, who guided us in organizing the webinar in the successful way. Welcome, sir. Marcus Garvey said, with confidence, you have won before you started. I extend my warm welcome to the person of confidence, Dr. J. Kamachishwaran, Assistant Professor in Commerce, who is going to offer keynote about the seminar topic. Then, Watson quoted, strong people don't put others down, they lift them up. I thankfully welcome the supportive Professor Dr. C. Ganesan, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, who is going to deliver resource person introduction. Welcome, sir. Vesam Fauzi said, great things happen, you move. I welcome Mr. G. Ramraj, Assistant Professor in Commerce CASF, who is offering Master of Ceremony to this webinar. Welcome, sir. I extend my welcome to our college staff members, teachers from other institutions, librarians, professionals, scholars, students all over India to this national webinar on creation of academic accounts. Once again, I welcome one and all to this webinar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Now I request our respective principal, Captain Dr. P. Sundarabandyan sir, to furnish the presidential address to this webinar. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon to all of you. Galaxy of professors, respected personalities, trusted colleagues, and all participants. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome on behalf of VHNSNC College Autonomous Virudhunagar for this one-day national webinar on creation of academic accounts organized by Central Library and Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our college in commemoration of our 75th Platinum Jubilee celebration. An academic library serves colleges and universities, the students and staff members and faculty. Library attached to a higher education institution serves two complementary purposes: to support the curriculum and to support the research of the faculty and students. Academic libraries have transformed in the 21st century to focus less on physical collection development and more on information access and digital resources. Today's academic libraries typically provide access to subscription-based online resources, including research databases and e-book collections, in addition to physical books and journals. Academic librarians are involved in a variety of challenging activities. They may include consulting with individuals in analyzing, identifying, and fulfilling their information needs, create campus-wide information literacy programs, and deliver classroom instruction to strengthen information literacy skills, select, organize, and facilitate access to information in a variety of formats, keep abreast of technological advancements, and develop strategies to take advantage of them, plan, implement, and administer computer-based systems, electronic databases, design and manage websites, collaborate with the classroom faculty, computer specialists, and instructional developers, contribute to effective teamwork among colleagues, participate in and lead public relations efforts to promote and raise funds for academic libraries. With this, today's session is more interesting on academic accounting. This is one of the important need for each and every academic persons, because the UGC expects a lot of research and everything. So to access and to have a credit on our own, these academic accounts becomes necessary nowadays. So with this short note, I deem it a great privilege in thanking the resource person, Dr. K. Ramasamy, librarian, MB Muthaiya Government Arts College for Women, Tindikal, for accepting our invitation to share his thoughts on creation of academic accounts. Pleasure to thank the convener, Dr. G. Kadurula Kumar, IKC coordinator, my good friend. And I appreciate the efforts taken by the organizing secretary, Dr. G. Amuda, librarian, and organizing committee members, Dr. J. Kamaji Iswaran, Dr. Y. Vidya, Dr. G. Ganeshan, and Mr. R. Prem Sangar, who have come out with a pioneering topic. At this Sangar, I feel happy and proud to preside over this national webinar on creation of academic accounts. Wish the program a grand success. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable thoughts regarding library purposes and uses. Sir rightly mentioned about digital sources, e-books, etc. And sir also mentioned the initiative, growth and development of usage of the library and digital concepts. Thank you so much, sir. Now I happily invite Dr. J. Kamachishwaran, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to keynote about this webinar. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon to all. In the modern digital world, the creation of academic accounts is most needed topic for every academicians, especially in the field of higher education. Academic accounts is nothing but the narrative of our research activities and the paper publication and so on. Every academicians enrich themselves with the research work, paper publication, project handling and awards received for their excellence. As part of the teaching fraternity, we are in the position to do some beneficial research work to the working institution as well as the society. So we would build their profile and add their publications in the link like Vidwan, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Archid, etc. for getting their identity. These links focus our skills and research quality to all over the world. This identity helps to improve our research paper citation and offer recognition for the future research work. This will help us to get financial assistance from both national and international research organizations and also our institutional H index. In this context, the webinar will surely offer the platform for the academicians to learn about the creation of academic accounts and its importance in the field of higher education. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Dr. C. Ganeshan, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, to introduce today's resource person of this webinar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. So I'm very happy to introduce today's chief guest, Dr. K. Ramasamy, who is presently work as a college librarian in M.V. Muthaiya Government Arts College for Women, Dindigul. Today, we are having a wonderful chief guest and need-based also. That is, we are in a hectic situation. We need to adapt ourselves to get familiar with the academic accounts and maybe teaching through online everything. So I hope sir will give enough knowledge regarding this. Okay. With respect to today's topic, sir is going to share his knowledge regarding the academic background of today's chief guest. Our chief guest secured a second rank in both the undergraduate program as well as in the PG program. Okay, he is qualified to select one time, that is state level eligibility test one time, and JRF twice, and NET 6 times. Okay, that is the added point. Okay, during 1997 to 2014, sir has worked as a librarian, school librarian in Kendra Vidyalaya Sangadan in various states like Kerala, Karnataka, and also in Tamil Nadu. Okay, during this period, sir achieved a Best Librarian Award from KVS in 2012. Okay, sir has presently working in collegiate service. Okay, besides the educational qualifications, sir has good academic record Okay, also in research. Okay, sir has published more than 60 papers in national and international journals, national and international seminars. Okay, which includes the 5 best paper awards. Okay, 5 best paper awards in seminar presentation, and 48 research articles in national and international reputed journals. Okay, and sir has contributed 15 book chapters in edited books. He has delivered a numerous number of invited talks. Okay, during this period. Okay, also. More than that, he is a regular resource person for UGC NET coaching classes, which is organized continuously by St. Xavier College of Tirunelveli. Okay, so it created more than 10 academic blogs, okay, in WordPress domain, and also presently sir has the area of interest as user studies and scientometric, industrial, institutional repository, and open resources software. I hope I will give enough information. I'm giving enough information regarding our today's chief guest. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here and share your knowledge with us. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. To introduce our today's hero, let's proudly welcome our resource person to share their knowledge and information among us. Welcome, sir.
Sir, my PPT is visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. The most respected and honorable principal of the college, Dr. P. Sundarapandian, the convener of this national webinar, Dr. T. Kadirwala Kumar, IQC coordinator, the most respected organizing secretary, Dr. G. Amuda, college librarian, organizing committee members, faculty members and research scholars of VHNSNC college, and the faculty members, research scholars, and LAS professionals of across the country. Very, very warm and a glorious evening to each and every one of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this national webinar on creation of academic accounts. On the outset, let me take this opportunity to thank the organizers, especially Amuda Madam, for having given me this wonderful opportunity of meeting you all, both in Google platform and in YouTube platform. So dear friends, I'm thankful to the principal and thankful to the keynote addressee Dr. J. Kamachi Ishwaran, for having given an introduction about what I'm going to talk to you today. So dear friends, you know very well, we are all having a kind of habit of getting into online for each and every piece of our works. Whether it is a personal work, maybe some purchases, or you want to book some tickets, you want to have some banking transactions, or you want to read something, or you want to have some kind of entertainment, we all resort to online activities. In terms of academics, whether you want to go some kind of courses, you want to attend FTP programs, you want to deliver lectures as resource persons, you want to do some online courses, you want to get online certificates, we are setting and correcting answer papers online, and we are preparing e-content materials online. So everything becomes a part and parcel of this online world. When it comes to research, whether you want to present some papers in virtual conferences, or you want to publish some papers in leading journals, or you want to find out the impact of your research publications, or you want to apply for some minor or major research projects, everything is there online. So whomever you want to meet in your academic and research world, whether your scholars, your students, your peer group members, your experts of your own discipline, or the society in common, or you want to access some free resources, you want to get some subscribed resources. So all these people are available online. So the people, those who are going to read your paper, the people, those who need your services, the people who would like to judge the impact of your research productivity, so every one of them is available online. So obviously, we also have to be online. So becoming a part of web has become a must these days. That is why we talk about online presence or web presence of the faculty members. Fine. See, in the online mode, what do we like to disclose to others? Maybe our personal details, like our name, address, contact number, or fields of interest, or our credentials, like our educational qualification and skills, or your working experience, or your academic contribution, or your research contribution, and the awards and distinctions you have received. So we like to disclose all these things to the outside world. What for? What may the purpose behind it? It's very simple. By disclosing about you, your nature, your academic interest, your research activities, and your awards and distinctions, you would like to expand your network. So I would like to get contact with more people so that in future, I may be collaborating with them in terms of writing papers, in terms of carrying out some project works. Or when you are exposing your expertise to the outside world, normally what happens is that people happen to go through a profile and they will be starting inviting you, maybe for some guest lectures, or to be part of board of studies team, or some funding agencies, or to set paper, or in the kind of policy framing work. So when you are making yourself, your publications to be available online, naturally your research visibility will be increasing. So many people will start out reading about you. They will start liking your papers. They will start sharing your papers. They will start discussing your papers. They will start commenting on your paper. They will start mentioning about your paper in various platforms. So when your visibility increases, so obviously more people will start citing your papers. When you get more citations, obviously your H index, your G index, ITN index, your institution's H index will all get boosted up. And apart from that, you can gain name and fame and reputations. So when you want to make your profile, your biodata, your CV to be available online, it can be either called as a researcher CV or an academic account or an online biodata or authors or researchers profile. So please understand, authors profiles are very, very formal and structured way by which you will be able to organize various components of your biodata online. Fine. So we say it is a researcher profile or author profile. So if you talk from a profile management system, we can say it is nothing but a web-based tool. See, normally maybe 20 years back, whenever you go to interview, when you want to apply for a job, we have our printed biodata. So we'll be sending our printed biodata to all the prospective employers of our interest. The same way, here we are going to make our CV online, but to help us to do so, a lot of web-based tools and platforms are available. So these platforms called profile management systems, they're all web-based and they provide you enough opportunities, enough space so that you like to showcase your interest, your academic activities, your research proficiency in a very, very coherent and logical way. Fine. This one side are the profile. The other side, a good number of initiatives are taking place in this world where people are talking about author IDs. What is the need for author ID? When a couple of researchers have the same name or a similar name, so we would like to differentiate one researcher, one faculty member from other faculty member. So there will be hundreds of Ramasamis. So this unique researcher ID will help us to differentiate one author, one researcher from another researcher, and we will be exactly be able to attribute, see, whatever works, whatever publications are done by G. Amuda Madam, will be naturally and obviously attributed only to G. Amuda Madam of VHNSNC college, not to anybody else. So many institutions, they talk about author IDs. Along with the author IDs, they provide space for your author profile also. Fine. So we have got n number of such online platforms. We have Google Scholar, Publance from Clarivate Analytics, ArcID, Scopus ID, Vidwan ID, LinkedIn, Kudos, Impact Story, ResearchGate, Academia, Mendeley Profile, Microsoft Academic ID, Archive Author ID, RIPAC Research in Economics ID, UGC Net e-Profile ID, and many more profiles are there. So in my presentation, I would like to confine myself to first 10 academic profiles. I think if time permits, I will try to cover all the 10 profiles. Fine. So let me start with Google Scholar. It's a very, very familiar one, an extension of Google. So Google Scholar is also an academic search engine that helps you to search for scholarly materials that are available. In Google Scholar, we have got something called Google Scholar Profile. It's a very, very easy to set up profile. Very conveniently, within no time, you can create Google Scholar Profile where all your publications will be listed, and whatever citations you receive for each and every publication, that also will be listed. You'll be able to see the cumulative citations. You'll be able to add the articles. You'll be able to add the authors and co-authors, and you can see your H index and item index. So Google Scholar provides you all these facilities. Fine. So go to Google, type Google Scholar, you get a Google Scholar. Here you select, if you're having 2 or 3 email accounts, Gmail accounts, you have to select the email account with which your Google profile will be associated with. For example, I got 2 or 3 accounts. I select one account. Then after selecting the account, I click on my profile. So you'll be landed your profile. Fine. This is my Google profile ID. Using this link, if I give this link to anybody else, they'll be able to access my Google Scholar profile. And here, see, just write the my name. A pencil is there. Click the pencil. You can fill all the particulars, your name, affiliation, areas of interest. What are the areas on which you are doing a research primarily? Your research interests, your email for verification. Most probably they ask for your institutional mail ID. Then if you're having any website, homepage, blog, you can include here. And don't forget to click this make my profile public. Only when you check this box, your profile will be visible to everyone who visits Google profile page. Once this is done, click on save. Fine. Then that's first thing, when you can primarily edit few important concepts. Then records, when your name is there, automatically Google Scholar will pick up all your publications, all the publications listed. If you want to select all the publications, kindly check this first box, all the articles should be selected. Or if you want to select only 2 or 3 articles, you can check the individual boxes. Once you have selected few articles, either you can merge them, or you can delete them, or you can export them. Fine. See, when you want to talk about exporting, Google Scholar supports you exporting in 4 different file formats: Bibtex, EndNote, RefMan, and CSV. I just click the CSV. It's asking whether you want to export all the records or only the selected records. You choose the option, then click on export. You can see here my entire publications available in Google Scholar profile is exported into a very, very simple Excel format. It's very simple. Fine. Here, all your publications are arranged according to the number of citations, the decreasing number of citations you have received for your papers. Fine. If you want to arrange it by year, you click on year. All those publications will be arranged year-wise. Good. And here, there's a plus symbol. It has got 4 options. Add all the article groups, or add articles individually, or add article manually, or configure article updates. If you click on add article groups, then you can see the name of the person and all the 89 papers published by Karthik Ramasamy listed as a group. If you feel that you are Karthik Ramasamy, you can check this box and then you can give a click on this tick mark so that all these 89 articles will be incorporated into your Google Scholar profile. Otherwise, click on add articles individually. I just typed my name. All the articles added by K. Ramasamy will appear. Maybe thousands and thousands of articles may be there. In order to restrict the results, you can type, for example, K. Ramasamy, librarian, MEM College. So only the opt results will be displayed. You can see here something called in profile. It means that these papers are already included in my Google Scholar profile. Otherwise, you can check the box and check the tick mark. This particular paper will be added to Google Scholar profile. Then add article manually. Here, see, sometimes Google Scholar might not have brought all your articles into it. So what you can do is that you can add the information about various publications manually. You click on add article manually. You can choose a format, whether journal or conference paper or a book chapter or a book, thesis, pattern, coursework, whatever you want to add to Google Scholar, you can click it. For example, I'm just clicking on book, then I enter all the particulars, title, authors, publication date, number of pages, fine. It says added article to your profile. It is added. I can see here my book is added. Fine. Then book chapter. So based on the format you click, the fields will differ. Fine. Good. And then last one, fourth item, configure article updates. Here there are two possibilities. Whenever a new article is traced by Google Scholar, it will be automatically added to your Google Scholar profile. Otherwise, you can set in such a way that whenever a new publication is found, it will be sent your mail ID. You can go through that. If you approve, then it will be added to your Google Scholar. Both the options are available. You can check. Then citations. So Google Scholar provides total citations, your H index, your item index. All those things are available in Google Scholar. Then comes co-authors. When you have got lot of collaborations with many authors, you can add your co-authors. Click on edit option. Your probable co-authors will be displayed. If you click the plus symbol, they will be added as a part of co-author list. Or if you want to remove them, you can click this minus symbol so that the particular co-author will be removed. Fine. And if you want to add a new co-author, come to the top left portion, add co-authors. You click on add. You can see the suggested co-authors. If you feel that they are your co-authors, by clicking the plus symbol and tick mark, you can include them as a list of co-authors. Fine. And here I have selected few keywords, my research interest, which are in blue color. For example, if I click any one particular research keyword, it will be taken to a place where all the Google Scholar profile holders, those who are having the same kind of interest, will be displayed. See, this particular author, he is also having the same subject interest that of mine. So he has got around 1,981 citations. I can click this particular profile. I can see his publications. The person who is also having the same kind of research interest. Here, I can click on this follow button. See, you can follow. Whenever a new article is published by this particular author, or whenever this author receives a citation, automatically you will get an alert message in your mailbox. If you want, you can follow these leading experts in your chosen field of interest. Fine. Then comes following the home page. If you click on following, you can follow you. So whenever a new article is added to you, they will send a mail to you. Whenever your articles receive a new citation, they will send a message to you. Fine. Even that is also possible. So that's about Google Scholar. And I think let me try to show you my Google Scholar profile, which is not taking much time. So you can see here, this is my Google Scholar profile. I think it's clear. Now let me go back to my presentations. And yes, second one is ARCHID, Open Researcher and Contributor ID. See, anybody can go and apply for ArcID, and it is a free ID. It is a unique ID. So one person, a researcher, will get only one, just like our Aadhaar card, no? You have ArcID ID, a 16-digit number with 4 blocks, 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, then 4 digits, separated by a small hyphen. Fine. So this ArcID, primarily they wanted to use it as the author ID, and later on they are having a provision for adding your profile also. This is an open platform. They don't belong to any particular company. And apart from that, see, these days, whenever you want to publish a paper in any of these leading journal publishers, they are asking, kindly submit your ArcID along with your paper. Fine. So these days, many number of journal publishers, they started asking for the ArcID. Fine. But please understand, ArcID is not going to give link to your research works. It is not an academic networking site, and you are not going to see any kind of metrics like total citations, H index, G index in ArcID. So that is not possible in ArcID. Fine. I just went to Google, typed ArcID, I get the website, I just come down. See, as on today, around more than 1.17 crores of ArcIDs are available. You click on register now. You can fill the particulars. Okay, register now. You can fill all the particulars. You'll get the activation link with the 16-digit code and password. Otherwise, even if you're having your Google ID or your Facebook ID, with that also you can get into Arc ID. Fine, no problem. So this is the home page of my Arc ID profile. The left side you can see my name, and right side biography is there, employments. Then left side country I belong to, keywords, my research areas, my websites, my other IDs, and then education and qualification, invited positions and distinctions, membership and service, funding, works. So these many things I can add. Let us see one by one. See, just to left of my side, my name, there is a pencil mark. You click the pencil mark where you can enter details about your first name, last name, and published name. You can click on save changes. Then just below that, there are provisions. Display your ID on other sites. If you click this, they'll provide you a HTML code. So this code can be pasted in any of your websites or blogs so that the Arc ID link will be available. And then public record print preview. If you click this, the entire Arc ID profile will be available for the printout. You can take a printout as a PDF file, okay, which can be given to external funding agencies. Or you can click on get a QR code so that your Arc ID will be converted into a QR code. So this you can share with your friends. You can put it in your browser, on your profile pages, so that somebody who scans this QR code, they'll be able to access your Arc ID profile. Fine. Okay. Apart from that, on the left side, you've got few more items, also known as what are your various names, your country, keywords, websites, other IDs, and emails. Fine. You click on also known as, you can give your alternative names and click on save changes. Here, you can see 3 buttons, okay? Something called green color one, everyone. Then comes trusted parties. Then comes only one. It means that if you click green color button, it means that anybody who comes to your profile will be able to see this particular data. Which data? For example, I am called as Kanna. This can be seen everybody because I have selected green color. If you select this inverted key, trusted parties. So you can decide which are all the organizations, publishers, individuals who can be the trusted individuals for your Arc ID. So only the people whom you appoint as trusted people, only they will be able to see this particular information. The last one, there is a lock. If you click this, only you can see this information in your profile. Nobody else can see. So this kind of option, visibility setting, is available for each and everything you add to Arc ID profile. So you can decide whether you want this information to be made visible to everyone or to a group of people or only to you. That you can decide, no problem. Okay, these are 3 visibility settings. Then comes keywords. You can add as many keywords as you need. And this upward arrow and downward arrow, these arrows can be used to move the keywords either to a different place or just below or over. That kind of movement can be done. Fine. Then my websites, you can add your personal blog, your Twitter account, your college website, your Facebook account. All those things can be added here. No problem. For example, I want to add something. I click on this add button. I have just included my Twitter account here. Then click on save changes. You can see here my Twitter account is added here. Then external identifiers. Since I have linked my Arc ID with the Scopus, the Scopus ID is automatically getting displayed in Arc ID profile. Fine, good. Then comes biography. You can give few lines about you. Then comes employment. All your previous employments, the designation, how many years you worked there, all those things can be included over there. You can click add employment. You get a screen. You can give all the particulars, the organization where you work, the city, which state, which country, which department, what was your designation, and from which day to which day you worked over there. All these particulars can be filled. Then you can give add to list. Fine. For example, in the organization, I just typed Virudhunagar, so automatically VHNSN college appeared. If it is not there, also no problem, you can add it. Absolutely no problem. and country you can select. Fine. And once the data is included here, here is a green color mark, a play symbol. If you click this play symbol, you can give full particulars of this particular entry. What is the URL, on which day this was added, on which day this was modified, who included this particular piece of information. Those things can be seen just by clicking on this green color symbol. Fine. Then if you want to edit, so for example, yesterday I entered some particulars about my previous employment. Now I want to edit it. Here you can see a pencil mark is there. You click on the pencil mark, you'll get a screen. Go and make corrections wherever you need, and then click on save changes. Fine, good. Then, for example, you worked for 3 or 4 places. All the employment details are entered. If you want to arrange them either according to the alphabetical order or according to the date on which you entered this data, here provisions are available called sort option. You can make use of it. Then comes education and qualification. In education, you can include your UG degree, PG degree, MPhil degree, PhD degree. In qualification, whatever training program, certifications, PG diploma courses, certificate courses, no, all those things can be included. Okay, fine. So click on add qualification. You can enter the particulars. Then you can click add to list. Fine. Then add education. You can include the particulars. Click on add to list. Then comes invited positions and distinctions. See, invited position means if you are a honorary fellow or a guest researcher or emeritus professor to any institution, you can include it here. Distinction, for example, you have received some kind of awards, trophies, medals, best librarian award, best teacher award, best researcher award. So those kinds of awards and recognitions can be incorporated under distinctions. Fine. So click on add invited position. You can fill the particulars. Click on add to list. Then click on add distinction. You can enter the particulars. Click on add to list. Fine. Then comes membership and service. If you are a member of some associations, some professional bodies, some organizations, some research forums, you can include them under membership. If you have done some kind of extension services, you have donated some amount, some material, something like that, you can include them under service. Click on add service. You can add the service. Click on add membership. You can, for example, you are a life member of Indian Academic Research Association. You are a lifetime member of Madras Library Association. So all those details can be included. Fine. Then comes funding. If at all you have received any funding from state government or central government or international funding agencies, those particulars can be included here. Fine. You can click on add funding. 2 provisions are there. Search and link and add manually. If you click on search and link, there are some international funding agencies. If you have received funding from them, automatically you can select your funding that will be incorporated. Otherwise, you click on add manually. You can add. For example, you can include what is the funding type. Whether it is an award, it is a grant, salary award. So what kind of funding you have received? First thing. And secondly, in Indian currency, what is the amount you have received? Or in US dollar, what is the amount you received? And what about the funding agency? For example, I just typed Tamil Nadu State Council. It shows Tamil Nadu State Council of Higher Education. I just typed University Grants Commission, India. So that you can select most of the funding bodies. If the funding body is not available, you can type it. Absolutely no problem. Then you can mention whether it is a self-fund or you have jointly received this fund with your friends. Fine. So that kind of information can be included. Fine. Then finally, we have works. Okay, all your research publications, your journal articles, book chapters, your books, conference papers, all those things can be listed. You can see here, same articles repeated. Same article is there. What is the difference? So this article I have added manually, and this article, it has come directly from Scopus database. That is why you can see here source, Dr. K. Ramasamy via Scopus elsewhere. That's difference. Fine. You click on add works. Okay. You can select each and every record. If you want, you can delete. If you want to combine these 2 records, you can select these 2 records and click on combine. No problem. If you want delete, for example, I want to delete this particular item. I have selected this particular item. I clicked on delete button. It is asking how many records. Are you sure? If you say yes, delete, it will be deleted. Now the article is gone. Fine. Okay. Then if you click this particular button, this green color button, no, you will see the entire particulars about the article. This article has come automatically from Scopus. You can see the Scopus URL. Same time, this article I have added manually, so you don't have any such kind of URL. That's the difference between adding an article manually and through Scopus also. Then what are various ways by which we can add our publications to ArcID? You can use search and link. Click on ArdWalks. A pop-up appears. Click on search and link. You can select if your article is already available in the list of data providers who are partnered with ArcID. From here, you can directly take your paper. This is one possibility. Second possibility, if your paper is available in Archive, you can enter the URL or type the Archive ID, the paper will be retrieved. Or if you know the DOI, Digital Object Identifier of your paper, you can type that DOI, the paper will be retrieved. If your paper is available in PubMed, you can include the PubMed ID, the paper will be retrieved. For example, I just typed one PubMed ID paper, not my paper. I just typed one PubMed ID. All the particulars have come automatically. Okay, I have not typed anything. You can simply go and click on Save Changes. That paper will be added. Fine, good. Then comes import Bibtex. I told you, no, when I'm telling about Google Scholar profile, I told you how you can export the details about Google Scholar profile into a big CSV. The same way, you can export all the Google Scholar profile added items as Bibtex file. If you're having, you can click on import Bibtex and then choose file. All the publications, whatever you had in Google Scholar profile will be automatically included in Archive profile. Okay. When that kind of importing facility is available. Otherwise, click on add manually. You can add manually. You can go and type each and everything. What kind of publication is it? Whether it is a publication or a conference, whatever it may be. Whether it is a journal article or a book chapter or a magazine article, it's a manual, it is a report, the reprint. You can select work type. And you can type what is a style of citation in which you are going to provide citation for this particular article. Fine. Then you can choose the identifier, whether it has got some ISSN number or ISBN number or Agricola number or any other number, whatever number the book has. You can choose the identifier. There is a single author or a double author. If the paper is joint author, you can select part of. You can give a language in which your publication is available. Then you can choose the country and then you can add that particular publication to your archive. The same way, you can export whatever articles you have included in ArcID. All the 44 articles of mine can be exported. So click on export. Okay, click on export. You can export all the 44 articles information as a Bibtex file. That is very much possible. This is a Bibtex file. Good. Then manage similar works. If you click on manage similar works, if there are two papers, same papers are repeated, you can select the paper and you can click on combine so that those two papers will be combined into a single paper. Even that possibility is available. The same way, if you want to search for other ArcIDs, you can search the search box. I just typed Ramasamy. Around 732 Ramasamys are there. Fine, good. And just below my name, you click this downward arrow, you'll get account settings where you can go and set your account. You can select the trusted organizations. So even you can select somebody who is having an ArcID ID. You can appoint him as your trusted individual so that just like what you do, even he will be able to get into your ArcID and he will be able to add or delete your things. So that kind of authorization you can give to others, those who are having an ArcID. Fine, that is also possible. So this is my ArcID. Fine, good. Then comes Scopus Author ID. See, Scopus Author ID is very, very simple. If you are publishing a single paper in Scopus, automatically Scopus will provide you a author ID. And apart from that, they will give you a list of all your papers and they will tell you how many citations your paper received. All those things are automatically done by Scopus. Fine. Just go to Google, type Scopus preview. You will get the website. Click on view your author profile. You click it. You can go and type your last name and first name. I just typed Ramasamy K. I clicked on search. I got around 113 authors with the name Ramasamy K. So what I did was, there's an option for edit. I just clicked on edit. Now, along with my name, I added my college name also. Muttaya Government Arts College. My name, affiliation address, And then I click on search. Exactly, my name appears. You click on my name, my Scopus profile page appears. This is my Scopus profile page. Here, you can see here, you hover the cursor, you'll get the full address of my affiliation, and my ARC ID is available. And if you come down, you'll be able to see my documents. See, my 6 papers are indexed in Scopus till date. These 6 documents have got 5 citations. Fine. And I can see what are those 5 papers, who cited my things, all those I can see. These are my 6 papers, a number of citations I received for each and every one of my paper. Fine. And here, just below the ARC ID, there's something called edit profile. You click on edit profile and they will ask you to sign in. Okay, it is free. You click on sign in and it is free account. You can go and create one free account in Elsewhere. Fine. You give a user and password. And first, if you want to change your name, how it has to look like in the profile, you can decide. Then click on continue. You'll be taken to a place called Author Feedback Wizard. There all your papers are available. You can review whether it is really my paper or not. You can check your papers and you can arrange your papers based on year, source, cited by, authors. All those things can be done by you. Fine. Then there are some more suggestions. Scopus says that there are some more papers similar to what you published. You can check. If your paper is included in this list, you can check this box so that this paper also will be added to your Scopus profile. So that is also possible. Then comes search missing documents. Sir, I published 10 papers in Scopus. Only 6 papers are available. Remaining 4 papers are not added yet. If you want to search your missing documents, you click on missing documents. You can search by DOI or title or article title or abstract or PubMed ID. You can search. If you're able to retrieve this paper, then that paper can be added to your Scopus profile. That is possible. Then review affiliation. Click on review affiliation. If you want to change the name of the institution, you can change it. Then click on confirm and submit. Okay. Then recently, Scopus people, they added something called preprints. So if your preprints are available in 4 leading preprint servers, automatically they will include those preprints as a part and parts of your Scopus profile. Even that is also possible these days. Fine. So my Scopus profile ID, you can check it. Good. Okay. So my first part of my presentation is over. Let me start my second presentation, second PPT. Yes. Sir, my PPT is visible, sir?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay, okay. So let me talk about PubLaunch. So PubLaunch is a academic profile account which is sponsored by Web of Science. So previously, the people, those who are publishing papers in Web of Science, they used to have something called researcher ID. But nowadays, researcher ID is integrated into a part and parcel of a profile system called PubLaunch. Fine, it is free. Previously, only those who publish papers in Web of Science, only they can go and get researcher ID. But now things are changed. PubLaunch is free to everybody. Anybody can go and create accounts in PubLaunch. It's very easy. And PubLaunch is having a lot of different kind of setups, which I will show you. Here in PubLaunch, see, if you have published your papers in Web of Science, all those papers will be automatically taken into your PubLaunch. And they will provide you all the Web of Science statistics, citation statistics in your profile. And even your review history, your editorial history, all those things can be added. And your entire profile can be downloaded as a PDF file. So all these possibilities are in PubLaunch. Okay, go to Google and type PubLaunch. Okay, you'll get the website. Fine. And just come down. You can, there's an option for register. You click on register. You can give all the particulars. Fine. And you can sign in, or you can register using your Facebook account or ARC ID or your WeChat account, your Google account. Even with that only you can open your PubLaunch account. Absolutely no problem. So I connected my PubLaunch to the ARC ID. That means I am entering into PubLaunch profile account using my ARC ID credentials. Okay. I just typed my ARC ID and password. I clicked on sign in. Fine. This is my dashboard. Fine. If you come down, you can see about what things can be included in PubLaunch profile. Your public profile, you can export your CV, your publications, your peer reviews, editor records, and then settings. So these many aspects are available. If you come down, you'll be able to see your recent notifications and how many papers you published in Web of Science, total citations, H index, average citations, how many papers you peer reviewed, all those particulars can be seen. Okay. Here, click on export Bublons so that the entire Bublon record will be saved as a PDF file. You can choose the date, you can choose the PDF or any kind of format, or you can decide what kind of things you want to print as a PDF file. Okay, you can select whatever things you want to include, you can select, and you can click on generate. Then your Bublon profile will be generated. You click on download. You can download it as a PDF file, which you can share to your funders or your publishers. Fine. Let me come back to the profile. Click on publications. If you click on publications, there's an option to import publication. There are 4 different methods of importing publications into Bublons. You click on import publications. 4 options are there. If you got any paper indexed in Web of Science, those papers will be automatically included. I'm sorry, I have not published any paper in Web of Science Index Journal, so it is not, nothing is there. Then sync with ArcID. You click on sync with ArcID. If you click this, whatever publications are available in your ArcID, all those papers will be automatically added to Bublons. So that is possible. Then import by identifier. If you know the DOI, PubMed ID or archive ID of your research paper, you can type your ArcID or your IDs. The paper can be automatically incorporated. And then import by file. See, for example, if you got all your publications in the form of RIS, Research Information System file, or CSV file, or Bibtex file, you can simply import that particular file, and all the publications will be automatically included as a part and parcel of your Bublons account. Fine, good. Otherwise also, if you feel that, sir, I have published a paper in Web of Science, the paper is not my profile, no problem. Okay, there is an option. You can go into the title, which journal, author name, and you can select in Web of Science core collection. The paper is available, that paper will be taken and that will be added to your profile. So these are few ways by which you can add your publications. Fine. See, Bublon is different from many other profiles because Bublon is having something called a peer reviews. That means if you have done a peer review for any of the journal paper, any of the conference paper, you can include information about your reviewing capability also in Bublons. You click on add a review. You can select whether it is a pre-publication review or post-publication review. If it is a pre-publication review, then before a particular article is published, you can do a review. If it is a post-publication review, when the paper is published, then you can go and do a review. That is called a post-publication review. Whether you have done review for a journal paper or a conference paper, if it is done for an article, what is the DOI of the article? And even you can decide, see, many people may not like their reviews to be made available openly. So you can decide what information to be made available in my profile. Is there only journal name or my reviewing comments also? So all these things you can decide. And then you can type create review, it will be made available. If it is a post-publication review, then also you have to select the article for which you are going to write your review. You can select the particulars. You can give, after reviewing the paper, you can give marks. Out of 1 to 10, you can give marks. And then you can go and give overall grading for the paper. Fine. Then you can create the review for that particular paper. Even that is possible. Then editor. So if you are working as an editor for a conference proceedings or a seminar proceedings or a leading journal, all those editor information can be uploaded. See, Bublon is having a link with more than 2,000, 3,000 publishers. When you supply data, they will check your data with the concerned publishers, concerned journal, they will check for it and then they will include. So reviews and all will be taken into very seriously. Only after a thorough checking, they will include the review particulars as a part and parcel of your Bublon's profile. Okay, fine. Then comes settings. You can go to your settings. There you can go on to see. You can connect your Bublon's account to various social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, WeChat. You can connect one thing. If you want to change your photo, you can go to settings, click on profile. You can change your photo. You can give the name of your institution. You can choose the research fields, your fields of interest. Then you can click on save profile. And affiliations, you click on settings, affiliations. There you can include, if you are currently working as an editor for any journal, any conference paper, that current information can be added here. Editorial board membership. Just below that, institutional affiliation. You can include what are the various institutions you worked with, from which date to which date, what is your designation. Those things can be added here. Fine. Then you can click on save changes. Fine. Then comes from settings, permissions. In permissions, you can decide what reviews, what reports should be made available in my Babylon's profile, what things should not be disclosed. That full freedom is given to the authors. You can decide all those things. If you want to connect your Babylon with ArcID, you can connect, absolutely no problem. If you want to automatically import or export data from Babylon or to Babylon, so those kinds of permissions can be given under the head settings, permission. Fine. Then comes, so whatever I have shown you now, all those things are meant for you as an author. It's just like your dashboard where you can do all these things. But how others will be seeing your report, your profile, just click on public profile. So this is how your profile will be visible to others. Your photo, your name, publications, total Web of Science citations, your Hutch index. Left side, you can have your summary. Fine. You can your research fields, your institutions. You can see your metrics, number of citations over a period of time, and you can see your publications. I got around 40 publications. All the publications are listed. So it is not necessary that you should include only Web of Science published papers. You can include all kinds of papers, a part and parcel of Publons. Okay, all the 40 papers. Then peer review. I have not included any peer review particulars, so that is not available. So that's about my Publons. Fine. See, apart from these things, nowadays very popularly, they got a lot of social media networking platforms like ResearchGate, Academia, LinkedIn. Many people start preparing their profile in all these academic platforms also. So ResearchGate started in 2008, multidisciplinary in scope. You can do a lot of things in ResearchGate. Let us see one by one. Just go to Google, you type ResearchGate, and if you're not having an account, click on sign up. Select academic or student, your email ID, all those things and all. They will send the activation link, username, password. Fine. Now I am in my ResearchGate profile. Fine. Good. This is my name. And see, edit your information. Click on edit your information. You can edit your information, your current activity, your degree you can add. Click on save. They appear here. In ResearchGate, you can see here, there are 7 items. This menu has got 7 items. What are they? Overview, research, experience, states, scores, following, save list. Let us see them one by one. Okay. Click on overview. You are in overview now. In overview, they give you all the particulars, your name, where you're working, and from which day onwards you're working, all those things and that. Here you can edit. So click on edit option, edit current affiliation. You can go and give your institution, department, position, from which day onwards you're working in this particular institution. I currently work at this institution. Okay, you can add all your working experience, but only for the current position, you have to give a tick mark on this particular option. Give a small description about your work, then click on save. Just below, if you come down the overview page, about me, there's a pencil mark called edit. You click on edit, you can edit all these things. Introduction can be edited, languages, disciplines, and your skills and expertise. Let us see one by one. You click on introduction. You can talk about the areas you are interested in. You can click and then click on save. All my research areas are included. Fine. And second one, languages. Whatever languages you are good in, you can select all the languages from the drop-down menu. After including all the languages, you click on save. All the languages will appear in your profile. And thirdly, edit disciplines. So here you can choose broader subject areas in which you are interested. I tried for library science, not there. So I just added the computer science and social science. Okay. And just clicked on save button. These disciplines appear. Then last one, skills and expertise. You can select keywords that represent your skills and expertise. If you type something, automatically a pop-up appears. You can select the keywords. Okay, fine. So all those keywords, whatever I selected, appear in my overview page. Fine. If you come down further, you can choose statistics. So what is my total research interest score? How many citations I received? How many recommendations my paper got? and how many people read my paper. Good. If you come down further, you can see what is the project you are currently working on now. For example, I can type here, for example, I am doing a book on profile management system. I clicked on art project. Okay. Then it's asking, do anybody else is working with you? If yes, I can add name. For example, myself and my research supervisor, that will be Padma madam. We are all working together. I added madam's name. Then add collaborators. Here you can send invitation to Padma madam to be a part of this particular social networking domain. I can click on invite. A mail will be sent to madam automatically. Then share project. If you click share project, you can share information about this project to your good number of friends. You can select, or you can make the information about your project to be available in the lab pod. If you click on yes button, then how many people are there in your lab? In your current project, you can add the people. It will be available. Your project should be available in the overview page of your profile section. Then comes in the overview, there's something called add preprint. If you want to add preprints of your papers, click on add preprint. You can click on upload. If you're having a paper, you can upload. If you're not having the full text, then you can leave it. Then featured research. Though you may have hundreds of papers, you can select any 5 paper that will appear in your home page called featured research. Click on featured research. Click this pencil. You can select any 5 articles that will appear. Okay. If it is an individual article, how many reads, how many recommendations, if full text is available, you can download. You can share this with your friends. All these possibilities are available. If you hover your cursor on recommendations, the people who recommended your particular article, all those names will be appearing here. This is my laboratory work, lab work, where my current project is visible to others. Then second one is research. Click on research. Whatever research papers you included, all those will be available here. You can add preprints, or you click on book. I added one book. That book information can be available. Fine. And all your publications can be arranged by the order of its appearance, title, or the date of its addition. That is possible. Then click experience, third one. Click on experience. You can add where and all you work, who are your advisors, where did you do your studies, and whether you receive any grants and awards, whether you are a member of any association. All these things can be included under experience. So this is about professional experience. You can give the particulars, click on save, it appears here. Same way, education, you can include all your educational particulars, click on save, it appears under education. That is possible. Whatever awards you received, grants you received, scholarship you received, those things can be included. You can select this award or a scholarship or a grant. After selecting, give the particulars, who has given the award, which year it was awarded, click on save, then it appears your awards. Then if you are a member of any associations, or your website address, Facebook account, or your ARC ID, those things also can be included here. You can see my awards and my associations, various associations. Then the fourth one is statistics. I think I told you, and not tell again. You can see weekly statistics. Every week in statistics. How many papers people have read my paper, how many citations, all those things can be seen. Apart from that, you can see they are giving suggestions. How you can improve the visibility of your paper. They are giving me suggestions. You invite your co-author. You make this ResearchGate link available in your websites. So that kind of suggestions also you get from these sites. Fine. Then comes scores. See, ResearchGate provides something called RG score. So nobody knows what is the formula they follow, but there is a RG score based on your publication, based on your activity in ResearchGate, based on the question answers, based on how well you are received in ResearchGate community. So they are giving a score. My score is just 1.15 score. Fine. Then following, you can follow others. Then saved list, whatever you searched for in ResearchGate, all those things will be available in the saved list. Fine. Now, see, if you want to add your new publication, new article, new conference paper, new pattern, new data, you click on add new research. A list appears. Whether you want to add articles, books, conference paper, your PPT, your poster, your data, whatever you want to add, you can add. Click on publish research, and then you can select what kind of research publication you want to add. Click on that. I just added a book. If you have the full text, you can upload. If you're not having the full text, click on skip so that you can give particulars about the book. So what is the title, who are all the authors, all those information, publishers, when was it published, the ISBN number, all those things. Then click on add. So your book will be added. If the book is having a co-authorship, you can invite the co-author also. They say you have successfully added your book. Fine. Now book 2. Now I got 2 books in my research profile. So this way you can go and add any kind of your publication. If you're having a full text, you can do that. If you're not having full text, you can just like that, you can go and add the bibliographical details of your paper. Fine, good. Then comes questions. You can add, you can create a question so that others will be able to answer, or you can answer others' questions. So that kind of possibilities are available in ResearchGate. In settings, you can go and set your papers, permissions, then you can log out. These possibilities are available. Then comes academia. Academia is also a very good, equally good profile system. For example, just go to Google and type academia, and you will reach the, after completing the entry formalities, you will reach the home page. Just below my picture, just click my picture and you will get a pop-up menu. Click on view profile. You can see my profile here, and how many followers, how many I am following, all those particulars. You click on this 26 followers, you can see all my followers. I can choose the people I want to follow in ResearchGate. In academia, you can see all my papers listed one by one. For every paper, there's a download, there's an edit, how many readers, how many related papers are there, all those things are available. If you click an individual paper, you can see the paper, all its particulars. If you want to edit the particulars, you can add information. And if you want to delete, you can delete the paper. All these things are possible. So the home page, there is something called edit. Okay, you click on edit, you can edit all these things: your name, profile picture, affiliation, biography, contact details, social profiles, biography, all those things. Okay, all these things can be added as a part of your academia research network. For example, let us see them one by one. So all these particulars, let us see one by one. You click on edit name, you can edit your name, update your name. Or if you feel that, sir, my name is spelled in different ways in different journals, you can add all the alternatives names also as a part and parcel of your academia profile. Click on add alternative name. You can go and add all your alternative names. Then can click on add name. So both your preferred name and the alternative names, both names will appear. Fine, good. Then upload. You can edit your profile picture. Click upload, choose a picture. I have got my new picture. Fine. Then edit affiliation. You can go and add the places where you worked. Okay, you can include all your affiliations. Then a short biography. So you are interested in so and so. I'm doing this and this work. Your biography can be included. Your supervisor's name can be included. Click on save. All those things appear in the home page. Then comes contact particulars. Your contact address, your phone number, all those things can be added. Click on save. They are all added. Then social profile. So if you're having a Facebook account, Twitter account, WeChat account, all those profiles can be added here. Okay, fine. So choose the profile. For example, I'm having a Facebook account or Twitter account, something like that. I click that. For example, Twitter account. I added my Twitter account. Click on tick mark. It is added. The same way, I added Google Scholar, Twitter, LinkedIn, WordPress, ArcID. So all the social profiles can be added in academia. That is very much possible. Then edit research interests. You can add all your research interests. You can type, pop-up appears. You can include as many research areas as you need. Fine. You can click on save. It will all be saved. Then comes, see, if you're having 10 papers, the papers can be put into various sections, which are my papers, conference papers, book chapters, books, preprints. So that kind of renaming is also possible. That kind of categorization is also possible. Click on art section. You can name it. In all the papers will be added to that particular category. Fine. You can see here. Fine. Then comes, you can add your curriculum. Click on upload. Your CV can be added. And all my social profilings, all those things can be added here. Okay. My Google Scholar, WordPress, ArcID, everything is integrated into academia now. Fine. You can add even Bibtex. So if you're having your Bibtex file, including details about all your publications, then all those things can be uploaded in a single slide. I uploaded my Bibtex. You can see here from my Bibtex file, some 38 articles what I have in ArcID or Google profile. Now they are made into a part and parcel of academia. It's very, very easy. You can see all my 38 papers. and click on upload. If you want to add a paper, either a text or PDF or video, you can upload here. Click on upload. Two options are available: upload document, upload video. If you click on upload document, if full text is available, you can choose the file. If full text is not available, you can include only the bibliographical details. You click on no file to upload. All the particulars will be asked. You can fill all the particulars, choose the file format, and you can save and finish. If you want to add a video also, you can do that. Click on add video, select the file, give description about the video, title for the video, description about the video, which category does it belong to, and research interest it belongs to. Give all these 4 particulars, click on upload, and they will send a verification PIN number to your mobile number. You enter your mobile number and PIN number, then your video is uploaded. That will be available in your home page. So this way, any number of text, PDF or PPT or video can be added as a part of your academia. Then come discussions. If you want, you can start a discussion in academia. Start a discussion, you can start a topic, and academia, based on your research interest, they will call all the collaborators. The discussion will go on for 20 days. You can discuss. Then comes library. Whatever papers you search and access in academia, all those papers will be available in library under saved list. You can find your friends, whether they are available in Google or Facebook or Twitter. All those things are possible in academia. Fine. This is my academia profile. So that's the end of academia. Now let me move on to my last presentation, where I would like to show the remaining parts of my profile management systems. So my PPT is visible?
Sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay.
Visible, sir.
Sir, actually, sorry to
Yes,
interrupt, sir. There is one doubt.
Yes, please go ahead.
Professor asked me, yes, sir. He's asking, he don't have any papers as of now. Which ID is better to use now?
So even without having any paper also, ARC ID can be opened, Vidwan ID can be opened, academia can be opened, ResearchGate can be opened. See, having the research publication is only one component. So you can talk about your research interest, you can talk about your work experience, you can talk about your education employment, you talk about all other things. Fine. So publication is only one component. If you take ARC ID and all, publication is only one component. There are many other components. You can go and fill all other components. Leave the publications empty. Absolutely no problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, and one more question, sir.
Please, sir, please go
Sir,
ahead.
is it any possible to change the username in the Scopus ID?
See, Scopus ID is the ID generated by Scopus by itself. We are not generating Scopus ID. Scopus ID is given to us by Scopus database. Scopus ID you cannot change, but the username and password what you create to enter into Scopus database, that can be changed by you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. You can go ahead, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So let me rush through. LinkedIn is another beautiful social networking sites. Okay. For example, just go to Google and type LinkedIn. You get the website. Click on sign in. Click on join now. Give all the particulars, or you can join with the Google. No problem. I clicked on join with the Google. I click my Google account. Give my country and city. Click on next. Name of my institution. Click on continue. If you want, you can add people. Otherwise, leave it. Okay, fine. Then I just went once again. I just entered my Google account. Entered. It's my home page in LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, though LinkedIn is not exclusively meant for academician researchers, it has got all such kinds of people. So if you become a member in LinkedIn, there's a possibility of reaching a wide variety of audience. Not only researchers, not only research academicians, you can reach all kinds of people. That is one plus point of LinkedIn. You click on my name, Ramasamy K. Librarian, you will get to my profile. This is my profile. Click on this particular pencil. You can enter my information, personal information. You can choose the field I am working in and my location, all those things. If you want to change my profile URL, click on this particular pencil. You will get, you can enter your personal profile, your phone number, your address. If you don't want this particular ID, you can change this. Click on this ID. Edit your custom URL, click it. Pencil appears. Click the pencil, you can change. I just want my name to be only linkedin.com/in/K Ramasamy. Save. It is updated now. You can see now my new profile is K Ram. I have changed it. Fine, is one thing. And secondly, you can start a new post. If you want to start a discussion on a particular topic, click on start post, give a topic. And if you click on these three dots, you can add a photo, you can add a document, you can add a video, you can add a poll, whatever you want. For example, I want to add a poll, create a poll. You clicked on create a poll. This is a question. These are the options. I click done. Fine. This particular activity post appears in my home page. Fine. And here, just below my picture, there is something called add section. Add section. There you can go and add all these things: introduction, about, featured, background, skills, accomplishments. All those things can be added. Let us see them one by one. So under edit section, about, you can go and type few lines about you. Then click on save. It appears. Fine. Then featured. Under featured, we have post, articles, links, and media. All these things can be added. You click on post. Already I added one post that is available. If you want another post, you can add post, as many posts as you like. Then add article. If you are creating an article, that will appear here. How to create article? Go to home page. There's an option called write article. Click on write article. You can give the title. You can give the description. If you want to add a picture or a video or a slideshare presentation or a link to various websites or a snippets. What is snippet? This is called a snippet. You can snippet. You can give a link to your SlideShare account or SlideShare PPT, and you can publish your article. Okay. And if you want to share, you can get a link, and this link can be shared with friends. And apart from that, if you're having some interesting links, that links also can be added. Click on add a link. This link will appear in the home page. That is also possible. Then under background, add section background, you can add your work experience. You can add your education. Your work experience, what and all, where and all you work, all those particulars can be entered, and you can upload even your photos, your videos and all. It appears here, my experience. I added 2 experiences. Then comes add education. You can add all information about the education qualification. Here appears my education qualification 1 and 2. Fine, good. Then comes add skills. You can add up to 50 skills. You can add 50 skills, different topics you can add. Then click on add section. All your skills appear in your home page. Then accomplishments. Under accomplishments, you can add your publications, patents, projects, honors and awards, languages you know, organizations you work. All those things can be added here. Add publication. You can add your publication title, publisher, publication date, author's name. See, if you want to add one more author, you can add your name. You did not add, it will be automatically taken. Fine. See, I added one publication. If you click on see publication, if full text is available, you can see it exactly, no problem. Then you can add your project, whatever project you executed, that can be added. I added one project, what I have done in 2018. Then if you want your profile to be in 2 or 3 languages, that is also possible. Add section, click language. I added Tamil. We have got now 2 profiles, English and Tamil. Wherever you want to go and work with, you can go and work with. Absolutely no problem. Then my network, either you can go and join some networks, or you can create your own groups. Click on discover to find out groups. You can go and join the groups, or you can create your own group and you can get people, you can discuss, you can analyze things. That's also permitted. This is my LinkedIn profile. I think I just rushed through. Impact story is a small profile, a small organization. You go to Google and you can click on login. You can log in with your Twitter. Here, I just linked my impact story profile with ARC ID so that all my ARC ID publications will be automatically included into this impact story. So impact story is a profile system where you will come to understand to what extent your publications are discussed, analyzed, mentioned in social media and social networking sites. For example, if you take my paper, I just show you a profile. Yes, this gentleman, he has got 626 mentioned in over 3 years. You see, his papers are mentioned in news, tweets, Facebook, blog post, Google Plus, video mention, Wellpro post, F1000 reviews, Reddit post, public peer reviews, Wikipedia. So if you want to analyze to what extent your paper has reached social media and social networking sites, so we say they are alternative metrics. Apart from citations, the research impact of your publications. If you are interested, you can come and create your account in Impact Story. It's 100% free. Impact Fact Story is 100% free. If you are interested to know the alternative metrics for your paper, you can come and try in Impact Story. Fine. So this is my Impact Story account. Fine. The last two things. One is Kudos. Kudos is a platform, a private platform wherein you can do everything to improve the visibility of your paper. Fine. You can add all your publications. Here you cannot include any information about your personal details, your awards, your employment, educational qualification. These things cannot be included here. Only your publications can be included, and you can try everything so that your paper should be getting more visibility. For example, go to Google, type Kudos, you get the website, click on access Kudos, you can register, click on register, give your username, password, email address, click on create my account. So they will send you a link to your mail ID. Click the link. You will come back to this page. You can type the institution you are working with. You can save this. Fine. Verify your account. Then you got a username and password. Using the username and password, you can enter Kudos. What you can do Kudos is that you can add your publications. After adding the publications, for each and every publication, you can give 5 different items. These 5 different items that you prepare for each and every one of your publications will help you to increase the visibility for your paper. Fine. So how to add paper? Click on add publications. 3 possibilities. Either with the DOI or with your name or with the ARC ID. 3 possibilities are there. I just typed my name and my research supervisor's name. I got few publications. You click on claim. Say yes, this is my publication. My paper will be added. This you can add all your papers. Then you can click on ARC ID. You click on this connect your ARC ID so that all your publications available in ARC ID will be automatically imported into this Kudos website. Fine. Now I got all my publications. Okay. Now what I am going to do is that I am going to select one publication. Okay. Click on my profile. You can give your small information about you. Then you can give link to various profiles, whatever social profiles, ARC ID, ResearchGate, Academia, Mendeley, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever you are having, you can give link to all those profiles in Kudos. Then comes, I told you, you can include 5 different items about each and every paper. So click on any one paper, it comes here. There you can give plain language title. Apart from your title, you should give in a very, very plain language what is your title. Examples are given there. Then what is it about? What is the topic you are discussing in your research paper? In a very, very simple language, the layman's language you will give. Examples are given here. Then why is it important? In what way your paper is different from others? In what way your paper is contributing something unique? You will tell about uniqueness of your paper. Examples are available. Then perspective. As an individual, what do you feel about your paper? Whatever experience you had about the paper, you can give on that perspective. Then comes image. According to the content of your paper, you can add an image that will represent your paper. For example, you type a keyword, something like a digital library, click on search, many pictures will appear. Inside Kudos website, you click on the picture, that picture appears. Then comes finally, you can share the information about your paper, this paper, in various social media. For example, I just clicked on Twitter. Fine. I give the information about this paper. I clicked on share. Successfully posted to Twitter. I didn't do anything. Automatically, it is posted to my Twitter account. I see, for example, I just opened my Twitter account to surprisingly know that whatever posting I did in Kudos, that's come to Twitter automatically. So that kind of thing is possible. Then you can decide what is your audience, whether Asia, Africa, the whole world, they can decide. So apart from this, finally, you can add. See, you're in a research project. To support your research project, if you're having some data, you're having a PPT, you're having a PDF, you're having an audio file, you're having a video file. So related resources with regard to this particular research paper can be added. You click on add source, you can add the source, upload link, click on save. That is also very much possible. And they will recommend you how you can increase your visibility, and you can invite your co-authors if anybody is available, And this is my dashboard where I can go to see all my papers with what is the percentage of work I completed in kudos, what about the citations, what about the metrics. You click on metrics, you can see for each and every paper, you can see metrics, how many citations in various social media platforms, how many views, how many referrals, how many mentions, how many full text downloads, what about my altimetric score, how many platforms has shared my paper. So all those things are available. So any paper, if you click, you will get whatever I typed for each and every paper will be available. The full paper is available. You can click on read publication. The entire paper can be read. Fine. So that's about kudos. The last one, I'll take 2 or 3 minutes to talk about Vidwan. So Vidwan is a database devised by Government of India. Here, they are trying to bring out the entire expertise of India into a single platform. It's a very good site. It's a Vidwan inflipnet.az.in. Just go to Vidwan. You can search for experts. If you're looking for experts in any subject field, you can go and search here. You click on expert name, money. So all the experts whose names are money, they all appear here. Then you can go for filters. There are many different ways by which the results can be filtered based on the expertise. What is subject? You can refine. You can, based on subject, I want social science experts, physical sciences experts, you can decide. Or I want experts from state university, central university, or I want assistant professor, I want professors and dean, I want people from PhD college, I want the experts of Annamalai University, or I want experts from Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh. So all these things are possible. You can go and search for experts in Vidwan database. For example, you can try for universities, Anna University, or designation. You can search for professors. You can search for those who are experts in networking. You can search for experts who belong to central universities, or you can search for experts in Tamil Nadu. You can search for experts belonging to particular subject. All those are possible. Fine. If you want your profile also to be available in Vidwan, so that whenever some people try for your name, it will be available. To do so, come to home page, click on login as expert. You can give, you can join with the Google, LinkedIn, or you can fill the registration form. Okay, you will get a username, password, ID. Using that, you can enter. Okay, this is my Vidwan profile. Download CV. Click on download CV. The entire CV will be downloaded as a PDF file. Click my name. Click on logout. You can come out. And this is my name. Click this particular pencil. You can enter my name and edit my name. Click on save. Then my profile score. I got 8.7 out of 10 points in Vidwan. Then here you can see similar interest. The people, those who are also belonging to library science, around 890 people are there. I can visit all those profiles. And if I want to change my photo, I can click on change photo. And one teacher, one professor is available in my department, my institution. That is also being available, same organization. Fine. I can change my photo. Fine. See what kind of information you can add about you in Vidwan means you can add all these information. Personal information, expertise, experience, educational qualification, honors and awards, doctoral thesis, professional bodies, membership in committees, research project, patents, publications. So these much of information can be included in Vidwan about you. Okay, personal information, give a designation, salutation, date of birth, and gender. Fine. Then expertise information, you can choose subject. I have selected social sciences. In social science, I selected library science. In library science, I selected my fields of interest. Click on save. Then experience, you can add experience where and all you work. I just typed Madurai, automatically all the institutions starting with Madurai appear. You can choose the institutions. And type of organization you can select. And then your designation. What was the designation? Whether you're a faculty member, assistant professor, associate professor, principal, you can include all the designations. Then you can, if you are mentioning about your current working place, you can check mark this particular box. I currently work here. If you don't click here, it means that they're all your previous employments. Okay, click on save. This is my experience. Then comes educational qualification. Click on add information. You can go and add your educational qualification, no problem. After choosing year, degree, all those things and that. Then honors and awards. Whatever awards you received, you can enter here. You click on add button, 2 possibilities. Add manually or import CSV. You click on add manually, you can type which year you got the award, who gave the award, and all those things and all. You can click save. Otherwise, there's an option to upload an Excel file. You click on download sample format. When Excel file appears, you can type all your awards. You can save this, and then you can upload this Excel file instead of typing each and every award you received individually. Right? That also is possible. Then comes doctoral thesis guided. You can add manually, or you can import CSV. That means you have to import you have to download the CSV first, type the data, then you have to upload, so that you need not type each and every individual things online with one database. That is the purpose behind it. Then comes your membership in professional bodies, add manually, or you can import CSV. Whatever organizations in which you are a member, you can include all the particulars. You can edit also, no problem. Then comes research projects, whatever projects, minor project, major project, Tansy project, whatever project you have done, you can include. Click on add manually, or import CSV. After entering all the particulars, you can give save button. Then pattern, if until you have received any pattern, you can type the particulars, you can save. Then comes last publications. All your publications are available here. You can either add manually or you can import Bibtex. Both are possible. Click on add. Manually, you can go and add. You have to choose whether it is an article, conference proceedings, or a book, or whatever it may be. Type all the particulars. Click on save. Otherwise, if you are already having your publication form Bibtex file, you click on browse, choose the file, then submit. All your publications will be automatically included in with one database. If you click book, only books will be available. Click on PhD thesis, only PhD thesis will be available. For every article, 4 buttons are available. If you click this particular pencil button, you can edit the particulars. Fine. If the last button, download arrow, if you click that, if full text is available, then you will be able to download the entire full text. My profile progress is available in the left side of my profile page. Personal expertise, what is the percentage of information I added. Then academic identity. I have included all my other academic profiles also as a part and parcel of my Vidwan profile. My employee ID, ARC ID, Scopus ID, Researcher ID, Google Scholar ID, Microsoft Academic ID, all those things can be added. Fine. If you want edit also, you can edit by clicking the pencil mark and go and edit. Absolute no problem. Fine. And how my profile will be visible to others. So this is how my profile will look to others. Okay, good. Fine. So I think we have come to the fake another presentation. So the whole purpose of this presentation is to make you understand what are the various items that can be made available online in various profile management or academic account platforms. Now you know all these things. Now what you can do is that you prepare a single comprehensive CV. You are going to prepare your biodata, very comprehensive, very thorough CV prepare. Maybe some 100 pages too, no problem. You prepare. If you are having one well-prepared CV, with that CV, you will be able to provide data for all these different kinds of platforms. So I don't tell you that you should become a member of all these platforms, but try to become a member of at least a few platforms. Notably, I would suggest you kindly create your profile in Google Scholar, create your profile in ArcID, and create a profile in Vidwan. These are the very important things. If you still further feel like, you can go for ResearchGate or Academia, any one social networking platform also you can try. So dear friends, let us know that these many online academic accounting platforms are available. Let us make use of all these platforms. Let us share the information about all these platforms with your friends and students so that we all will try to boost our visibility. And I wish that on the 75th year of celebration of VHNSNC College, all the faculty members will create their accounts, and by which the publication productivity of the faculty members of VHN College will be posted up, and you all will get a wonderful time online. So thank you so much. Now I just stop my presentation so that if any participants would feel like asking some questions, either you can put your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question directly. Whatever you feel like, please.
Thank you, sir. It's a time for clear the queries of participants. Participants may raise your questions.
Either it can be posted in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask, no problem. Let me go through the chat box also. Kindly share the recorded video on PPT. So dear participants, I will send my PPTs to the organizing secretary. So those who are interested, you can contact Dr. G. Amuda and you can get the PPTs, absolute no problem. Okay. Okay, there's a question which I already answered. Okay. Any questions, participants, please?
Hello, sir.
Please, sir. Sir, please.
Actually, in the archive ID,
yes, sir.
You told that if our papers are not included in our database,
yes,
we can manually include. You told that.
Yes, sir. In archive we can include, sir. No problem.
Yeah, sir. My question is,
yes, sir.
Suppose if my published papers are not Scopus indexed or it is not cited in the Web of Science or Indian database,
yes, sir.
Can we include it in the archive ID?
Definitely, sir. Sir, each and every one of your paper can be either added manually or using DOI or PubMed ID or ARC ID or using Bibtex file. You can include each and every one of your paper as a part and parcel of ARC ID, because in ARC ID you are not going to include the full text. You are going to add only the bibliographical details of the publication. So absolutely no problem, whether it is indexed in Scopus or not, whether it is indexed in Web of Science or not, all your publication, because sir, if you are adding all your publication ARC ID, there's a possibility that these papers may be cited in future.
Yes.
So kindly include that, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that question. So any other questions from the participants, please? I'm sorry if I was going a bit fast, because there was no time and I had to cover 10 academic accounts. That is why I was rushing through. Maybe these PPTs I'll be sharing very happily with the organizers. Any other doubt, please? Question: is it essential institutional ID for creating Google Scholar and other academic platforms? There is a good question. So there are some platforms like ResearchGate, Academic ID, something like that. Now they're asking, they're insisting on your institutional email ID. It is your name followed by @ name of the institution. So only very few academic accounts are asking for your institutional email ID. You go to ARC ID or you go to Vidwan ID, you go to Impact Story, go to Kudos, go to LinkedIn. They don't ask for your institutional email ID. If you are having your institutional email ID, you go and make use of all IDs. If you are not having your institutional email ID, let us not do, we cannot do anything. You leave those IDs which are demanding for institutional mail ID. You can go and always open a good number of academic profile systems where they don't demand your institutional email ID. Fine. Okay, any other question? Let me go through. Okay, thank you. I didn't find any question chat box. If any participant is willing to ask a question, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful presentation, sir. And thank for the clarification also, sir. And we will contact you if you have any other doubts. We will contact you, sir. So it's now.
So one minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Share some points about Figshare. FIGSHARE. See, Figshare is a platform where you can go and upload your data. See, mostly, though you can upload any number of files over there, Figshare is known for two things. Either you can upload your PowerPoint presentations or your YouTube videos, or more specifically, your research data. If you're doing a research, maybe a social science or natural science, either collected data or observed data or experiment data can be stored very peacefully, very conveniently in platforms like Figshare, Dryad or Mendeley. Fine. Yes, that is the answer to that question. And thank you so much, sir. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite our respective IQAC coordinator, Dr. 3 Kavirvala Kumar, sir, Head Department of Computer Science, to present the vote of thanks to this webinar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ramaraj. Respected and beloved principal, our beloved librarian, Mrs. Amuda. Today, the resource person, respectful resource person, Dr. K. Ramasamy, the elect academicians, participants of this national seminar. Today, our resource person has presented very informative the academic IDs. So nowadays, most of the academicians are doing the research. They try to involve in the research, but they don't know about these different academic areas. Mostly the people may be aware of Google Scholar and ResearchGate. Even though they are aware of those things, I cannot say that everyone is having account in those things. But this session, because of our resource person, Dr. Ramasamy, because of his excellent presentation, because of his outstanding presentation, because of his insightful presentation, because of his delightful presentation, he has given idea of 10 different account IDs. Google ID, Archid ID, Scopus ID, Webplan ID, ResearchGate, Academia, LinkedIn, Impact Story, Kudos, Vidhan. So really very good presentation, because from the message box also we can view that about your presentation, the view of our participants about the presentation. Thank you very much, sir. How we can use these these academic ID, these profile management system, and how will be useful to us, and how will it be useful to others. Thank you very much. And I have to thank Mrs. Amuda Madam for bringing this resource person to our institute, bring this resource person to this national webinar to give the delightful presentation to others. More than 90% participants were attended this seminar, and they have aware of these different academic IDs. Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much. And in this occasion, I have to thank Dr. G. Ramaraj, of Assistant Professor of our college, for coordinating this session, for comparing this session. Thank you, Dr. Ramaraj. Also, I have to thank Dr. Amuda ma'am for his wonderful arrangement, for bringing this resource person to this meeting. Thank you very much, ma'am. I know you are the strength in having contact with many librarians. In your group, how you are active. Because of your activeness, you have made this one a successful one. Thank you, ma'am. And I have to thank Dr. Vidya ma'am, Dr. Ganesan sir, and Dr. Kamati Iswaran, and Mr. Prem Sankar, and our student of BCA for bringing the invitation and the flyer. Once again, I thank each and everyone involved in this webinar, and my request is, please make use of this. We are having so many academic ID. So you create your own ID and bring your academic activities in this ID and bring your research, your experts to the public. Thank you one and all. Thank you for arranging this wonderful session. Thank you, sir. Please give your mail ID to the participant through the message.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your prizing words. I'll share it, sir.
Thank you, Ramaraj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir rightly said, all the 10 boxes of the new updated versions, we have to update ourselves in the current digital world. So knowledge is power. Hence, as a professor, we are ever seeking the knowledge and deploy it to our society for making our nation as a developed country. It's our duty too. Thank you, one and all. It's a time to wind up this webinar. Feedback link is presenting in the chat box. Participants should fill and submit the feedback for on or before 6 p.m. of today. Based on your valuable feedback, we will be providing you e-certificate. Thank you. Thank you. After submitting the feedback, participants may leave this meeting. Thank you once again. See you all on the next wonderful session. Thank you very much. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Amna,
Ramsam
ma'am.
sir.
Ma'am, shall I leave the meeting? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
TK sir, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Amda, ma'am. Ma'am.
சார்
ma'am,
சொல்லுங்க சார்.
நான்
ஹலோ.
மீட்டிங்க்கு போலாம்ல மேடம்?
போலாம் சார். நீங்க ஃபீட்பேக் லிங்க் ஃபில் பண்ணிருங்க சார். தேங்க் யூ சார். தேங்க் யூ சார்.
போட்டோனே நான் ஃபில் பண்ணி அனுப்புறேன்.
தேங்க்
Thank
யூ
you, ma'am. Thank you. ராம்ராஜ் சார்.
தேங்க் யூ சார். தேங்க் யூ சார். தேங்க் யூ ஃபார்
ராம்ராஜ் சார்.
Sir,
சார்.
வணக்கம் sir.
சார், thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. பார்க்கலாம்.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes,